All right. Yes, the intro was a little over the top, right? But that echoes the sentiments that I have for this box right here. I believe that if you're in the Behringer ecosystem or Midas ecosystem, this is a must-have box. What is it? It's the Klark Teknik 9630 AES50 to USB converter box. Yes, that's right. Plug AES50 into one side, you got USB on the other side. 48 channels bidirectional at 48K or 24 channels bidirectional at 96K. Now, if you have a Midas M32 or X32 Behringer or the Behringer Wing, you know that they operated at 48 or 44.1. So I'm not sure if anybody's going to be operating at 44.1. I don't think this works at 44.1. We can try it. Actually, yeah, we can try it and see what happens. But anyways, what does it do? So basically, the cool thing about this is I know you're saying, well, the consoles already have USB on the back. Why do I need this? Well, if you're running stems, you don't have to have a whole gang of direct boxes or another audio interface that is on the market or another box that's on the market that does the same thing, but you still have to have what? Input channels on your console. This stays completely digital from your computer all the way to your console, and all you have to do is just use your B port on the console if it's available, or one of the ports on your Snake if you have any empty channels available. So basically what it does is if you have a S32, this will take inputs 33 through 48, and that's how it works. So if you have an S16, that'll be 17 through 48. Okay, so it'll show up on the console and you can just route like that. So I use this for stems. I've used it on stage to record because I was running the recording from stage, not from front of house, and it works absolutely flawlessly. So let's plug it in and see what happens. So on this console here in the studio, we're going to plug it into ASA on the back of the console because we're all in Dante here. If you have Dante, this is still a, if you have Dante, I would run stems via DVS, but this is amazing if you don't have Dante and if you still want this as a backup or whatever. I feel like it's just a non-negotiable. Like if you have an X32 and you're a club or a church or whatever you are, always have one of these. Like, why not? So here in the studio, this is another cool thing. This is a KVM behind me running through IP. So I'm just plugging this into my KVM, which is USB 2.0. It's going through my Cisco switch and popping out USB on the other side into my Mac Mini. And that's how we're getting audio. So that's pretty cool. All right, in Logic, let's go ahead and make sure it's popping up. Yep, it's here, KT USB. And what we're doing here is we have a couple of outputs, right? So we have stereo outputs, which in Logic stereo is always 1 and 2. They got 3, 4, 5, and 6, which are all of our 5 and 6 are all of our keyboards. And then we have 9 and 10, which is our BGVs, and click and guide 7 and 8. Now, I didn't put a bus up here because you definitely don't have to do that. Anytime you're running outputs more than 1 and 2, you do have buses that Logic already kind of creates for you. So you can just mix right here from these faders going directly to the bus. So let's see what we got. So that's the cool thing about this box. It'll also record as well. So, well, let's try this. So if you're running in 44, check. All right, so 44.1 isn't going to work because it is a 48 or 96 box. So there you go. Now we're synced up again. My sync is actually coming from Dante because I was getting some weirdness before. But anyways, that is the Klark Teknik 9630. The price is at $540 right now, or $549. It used to be around the $300 mark, if I'm not mistaken. That was pre-COVID, and it hasn't gone down yet. So I'm not sure if Behringer is going to do the price cuts on this and other Klark Teknik stuff like they did the Behringer and Midas gear. But anyways, that is the 9630. If you're running stems, non-negotiable. It's a must-have. I travel with it.